What's up guys? Welcome to Storytime with Jack, and today's story I'm going to be telling you guys why I was recently fired for something I didn't do. So at the last place I worked, I actually got fired for something that I didn't do, which kind of sucks. So I think I should explain briefly how I got to be in that position. So I used to work at an IT company doing regular IT jobs for clients and stuff. Absolutely loved the job. Problem was, I was on the same wage 5 years ago doing the exact same job. There was no real progression in what I was doing, and I had to leave and find a job with some more money. Because I'm nearly 24 years old, and when I was younger, I thought by the time I'm 24, 25, I'll have kids, I'll be married, and I'll live on my own. Unfortunately, no kids, no wife, live with my parents. So the idea was to get a better job that pays better money so I can pursue the lifestyle that I wanted for myself. Very fair and reasonable thing to do if you ask me. So I left that job and went and worked at the school. Now, if you know me personally, you'll know which school I'm talking about. It was the school that I went to. It was the school that maybe you went with me to. But if you don't know me personally, you don't need to know what the school is. I'm not going to put any names or anything. You just need to know that it was a school. So I'm at the interview. I'm up against two people. One of them, no idea who it was. The other one was someone who already worked at the school and had been there for 5 years. Obviously, I got the job. And even more obviously, the person who didn't get the job, who'd been there for 5 years, hated me from the fucking first second I walked through that door. So anyway, fast forward 5.5 months. I sit down with the HR lady and my boss, and I'm told, Jack, you've done such a good job. Jack, you're such a good person to have on the team. Jack, we're so pleased to have you on our team. Blah, blah, blah. That's how it went. Pretty good. Thumbs up from me. So anyway, 1 week goes past and I get a phone call. Jack, can you come to my office please? It's the HR lady who did the review meeting last week. She sits me down, she says, Jack, you've been using your phone too often. I think to myself, I don't recall using my phone very often, but if you say I've been using my phone too often, hold my hands up, terribly sorry, won't happen again. Leave it, not a problem. Week later, Friday comes around. Jack, I need to see you in my office. No problem. I've had a much better week. Not used my phone at all, really. Anyway, down to the office. Jack, you've been using your phone too much again. I'm sitting here thinking, what the fuck is going on here? I've not used my phone at all. But if you say I've been using my phone too much, then maybe I've been using my phone too much. So the next week, I think to myself, right, no phone whatsoever. None. No phone at all. Now, during this week, I'm at my desk, and my phone starts ringing. I don't think this is a problem. Apparently it is. I quickly got my phone out, checked who was calling, realised it was no one who I wanted to speak to, put my phone away. Well, this is when I get called into the office again. I get called into the office to say that I've been on my phone again. And who would you guess has been grassing me up the whole time? The person whose job I stole from under their nose. So right now, the gears are spinning in my head. It has clicked. I know exactly what's going on. This person doesn't want me to work with them, and they're trying to kick me out of the job so they can take it for themselves. And it seems that a socially awkward little rat can quite easily manipulate other staff members into thinking you're a bad person. And then it gets better, and this is completely unlucky given the timescale and given the circumstances. Next, I am presented with a plethora of A4 paper, 15 sheets to be precise. As you can see on the screen right now, I'm showing you what these A4 pieces of paper are, and what they are screenshots from my Twitter account. And the timestamps on these screenshots happen to fall between the hours of 8:30 AM and 4:30 PM. Which unfortunately for me is during work hours. Sackable offence. Unfortunately, that means I'm gone. I'm out. See you later. Thanks for joining me. Anyway, I asked to see the tweets, so they show me all the pieces of paper with the tweets on them, and I remember tweeting these out. I remember the tweets. And it's hilarious because I remember the time I sent the tweets as well, and the times didn't match up to what the screenshots were saying. So at this point, I'm thinking there's one of two things that's gone on right now. Someone is photoshopping the timestamps on my tweets to make it look like I sent them at a different time. But that's a lot of effort to go through, and I don't think that's what happened. And then it hit me, and I realised what had gone on. Basically, the screenshots come off a computer that had recently been upgraded to Windows 10. Now this is going to get a little bit technical, but I hope you can follow and I hope you understand what's going to go on here. Basically, when a computer gets upgraded to Windows 10, or any upgrade for that matter, it defaults its time zones back to PST, which is an American time zone, which is -8 if you're in the UK. So basically, every single tweet that I'd posted after work late at night was showing up during the daytime on this one computer. So once I've got home, gathered up all my evidence, as you can see, the tweets next to the tweets that I've screenshotted, you can see a clear difference, 8 hours to be precise. And it was the IT manager's computer guru, Mr. Know-It-All's computer that the error occurred on. Pause the video if you want to just check these over for yourself. So I was fired for sending tweets during work hours which weren't actually sent during work hours. So that night I fired off an email with all of my proof and I was told I'd be contacted on the Monday. Well, fast forward a week, it's currently Thursday and an email's just come in asking me to meet up with them to review the disciplinary and then to possibly get my job back. And obviously I told them very, very politely, no thank you. But I'll tell you what, I'd have loved to have been a fly on the wall during the meeting when the IT boss gets called in to review why the fuck they just fired someone for one of his cock-ups. That would have been nice. But if anything, I've learned that you can't really trust anyone, because someone you spend 8 hours a day with 5 days a week can turn out to be a complete fucking toe rag. But people make mistakes. Unfortunately, this mistake resulted in me having a shitty Christmas and a crappy New Year because I couldn't buy my family presents in the way that I'd like to, but that's the way it goes sometimes, guys. Also, I'll probably be giving IT a bit of a rest for a while because this has completely put me off it. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was quite nice to vent off and explain what's happened because I've kept this bottled up for the past 2 months. It's nice to get it out to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it as well. Do you think I was unfairly fired? Do you think I deserved what I got? Let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.